call tonight's meeting to order. Let's have the roll call.
Kessler?
Here.
Walters?
Here.
Burden?
Here.
Hubert? Here. Benner?
Here.
Parton? Here. Crum?
Here.
Thompson?
Here.
Invocation tonight will be given by Pastor Elizabeth Cummings of Resurrection Lutheran Church and a visitor.
Let us pray. Holy and gracious God, we give you thanks for this city and for the people who serve it. Please send your blessings to be with our city council meeting this evening. Guide them in their deliberations, guide them in their conversations, guide them in the decisions that they make. We do all this for the good of your country. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll start tonight then with a special order of business. A proclamation designated May 15th as Police Officer Memorial Day and the week of May 12th as the National Police Week. So need a motion to approve those proclamations. Mr. Crump.
I make a motion that we approve the proclamation designating May 15th as Peace Officers Memorial Day and the week of May 12th as National Police Week.
Second.
Motion second to approve the proclamation. Discussion. Question.
Kessler?
Yes.
Walters?
Yes.
Burden?
Yes.
Hubert?
Yes.
Benner?
Yes.
Parton?
Yes.
Crum?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
And then item B is a proclamation designating May as Bike Month. This week of May 13th as Bike to Work Week and May 17th as Bike to Work Day. Mr. Kessler.
Make a motion to approve the proclamation designating May as Bike Month, the week of May 13th as Bike to Work Week, and May 17th as Bike to Work Day.
Second.
Motion second to approve the proclamation on the Bike Month. Discussion. Question.
Kessler?
Yes.
Walters?
Yes.
Burden?
Yes.
Hubert?
Yes.
Benner?
Yes.
Parton?
Yes.
Crum?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
Presentation approval minutes. A, minutes of April 22nd, 2019. Ms. Kessler.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of April 22nd, 2019.
Second.
Motion second to approve the minutes, April 22nd, 2019. Discussion. Question.
Kessler?
Yes.
Walters?
Yes.
Burden?
Yes.
Hubert?
Yes.
Benner?
Yes.
Parton?
Abstain.
Crum?
Abstain.
Thompson?
Yes.
Item 1, citizens to be heard. A, Francis Long regarding West Sumi Street. Mr. Long is not here. If he shows up, we will get him on the agenda. Item number 2, approval license bonds. We have none. Item 3, introduction of ordinance and resolutions. There's nothing. Item 4, notices and communications. A, governing body announcements. Mr. Crum.
Today at the library was the first day to sign up for the summer reading program. You can go down to the library and find out. They always have great prizes and really some cool activities for the kids to do throughout the summer. I'll try to give an update on that at the next meeting, but today the sign-ups did start, so you can get your kids down there to sign up. Tomorrow on the 14th, there will be another Medicare seminar at the library. It's at 6 o'clock in the community room. So if you have any questions about Medicare, you're more than welcome to come to that. The third annual Haysville Horticulture Club plant sale will be the 15th. Will be the 18th from 10 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon at the library. They offer low-cost, locally grown perennial plants, and the proceeds from those stays right here in Haysville for agriculture, information, education. And then next Monday night, they'll have a movie night, and it's the movie next week will be Journey to the Mysterious Island, and those movie nights are at 6 o'clock. They're actually having one right now, over there right now. And the next Maple Mayhem Day will be May 25th, and that's at 10:30 in the morning until around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then school activities. The boys baseball team is ranked number 1 in 6A right now. They're seeded number 1, so their state starts either tomorrow or Wednesday, I think. The girls softball team's ranked 7th, so their stuff will be starting as well. Swim team just placed third at ABCTL, and we've got 3 relays and 2 individual events going to state next weekend. Campus had a boy that qualified for state golf today, and I believe they've got either 1 or 2 sets of doubles tennis players that are going to state as well. Tonight is HMS or HWMS graduate promotion at campus at 7. Tomorrow's HMS at campus at 7. And then congratulations to Haysville High School, who will graduate Saturday, this coming Saturday, and campus graduation is this Sunday, and just congratulations to the class of 2019. That's all I have.
Again. Senior Center activities, Wednesday, May 15th, Food Bank Bingo, 12:30. Also on Wednesday, May 15th, there is a commodity distribution at 1 o'clock. Monday, May 20th, Domino's at 12:30. Wednesday, May 22nd, movie day, time to be determined. Saturday, May 25th, Friends and Family Breakfast at 8:30, and be closed for Memorial Day. Senior Center, 529-5903. Ms. Ewert?
Yes, probably ought to say something about school being out Thursday at 11:40 for elementary. So there'll be a lot of younger children out on the roads, so just be cautious, please,
You're out for the summer.
for the summer, yes.
Okay, very good. Seeing no other announcements, I have one other. At your desk, there is the updated trash certificates. That's what we're going to be doing this year. We had none of the trash haulers who wanted to participate, so we've had to change the program this year with pride. So you can see that what changes we've had to make. B is a memo to council regarding new businesses. You have 2 of them. They're not really new businesses. They're just renewed their business licenses. Out of 5 old business, nothing. Item 6, other business. A, consideration of the KDHE and Vitaphone agreement. As you see from this agreement, it's the purchasing of the previous cleaners building and laundromat that caused the groundwater contamination. We do have one little change in that they sent us today. The property was being split. On item C, there's a little different description. It should read west 372.94 feet, north 160.15 feet, and the south 393.7 feet. Starting point. That's the only change there. City is putting in no funds. The but Vitaphone Inc. has seen the contract and approved it. So it's up now. The council wants to approve to purchase that. We paid no money. It's all KDH money that is there, but we will take the property will become the property of the city at this point. If anyone has questions or would like to approve it, Mr. Crum?
It's gonna become our property, and then when KDHE comes in and tries to do the remediation on that stuff, is that gonna be to any charge of the city, or is that
All covered. I mean, no charge to the city on remediation at all.
okay?
Once it's done, the city will own the property, so we can do whatever it is, and the property will be clean of contamination is what we understand.
Okay.
Ms. Custer, question?
With the change of property description in C, what does that do in the diagram that's at the end of this information?
Picture?
Yeah,
changes-
picture.
The changes on it were very minimal. You know, it went from 370 to 372.94, so it's very minor. They just had their consultant went ahead and got the actual measurements versus what KDHE's staff did when they sent us the original agreement. So it doesn't change the picture at all, just the numbers are within a foot or so.
Okay.
Ms. Walters?
Yeah, just a clarification, then the blue line on the picture, I guess, is a rough estimate of where that property is that right?
Yes,
Because it cuts across that building slightly. The pink area, what does that represent, the pink line?
the entire lot.
The entire lot?
So if I'm looking at the colors the same way you're looking at them, the pink triangle's the larger
Behind
one,
the building.
and then the blue one's the smaller one. So the blue one's what we're looking at as far as the piece that the city would be buying through this agreement.
Okay. And the other's owned by that Spanish restaurant.
It's owned by Viaphone. That's why
Viaphone.
they're a party to the
Viaphone.
agreement.
Gotcha, okay. Understand, thank you.
Other questions? Mr. Crum?
No question. I'll just go ahead and make a motion that we approve this property transfer agreement between KDHE, the city of Haysville, and Viaphone Incorporated with the change on the legal description in C as explained earlier.
Second.
Most second to approve the agreement as changed. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters,
Yes.
Burden,
Yes.
Ewert,
Yes.
Pinner,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Long, we've already gone past that, but if you'd like to come and go ahead and tell the council what you're wanting to.
Yes,
Or now, we
I
would
won't
need you,
take but a few minutes at a time.
we'd need you to go ahead and get your name and address for the record too, please.
Yes, Francis Long, 912 West Summit Street, Wichita mailing, Haysville official, and 67217. As a resident of way back when Haysville annexed the area of Summit Street and that small area there into the city of Haysville, we dated way back when actually Summit Street was actually a blacktop under the Riverside addition. But the horses and everything seemed to have tore the street all up, and they demolished the asphalt and went back to a dirt sandy street. Okay, be that as it is, I lived on the street from the beginning of Haysville, managed it and everything. The old man that did the street under Riverside, he was a professional grader. He graded the whole area of Riverside down and managed it real good. Well, Haysville annexed us in, which was good. Our children went here and got a good education and everything. But the point is, now, after all these years and the street deteriorating, and we were repaired the street many times, and Bud Farmer brought along, and he had some real mud holes in the area next to Seneca. It's only 1 block long street, and the mud holes are so bad, he hauled a big truckload of rocks like this in there and dumped in it, and then leveled them up and everything. Well, over the years since Bud came and went, and he was a good manager for the city, he was a superintendent of the works, and he left his legacy of these rocks. Well, our grader man comes in and grades, and he strings these rocks all up and down the street, the sharp rocks. And every time we grade the street out in the middle, we pick a few of those and scatter them up and down the street, and just right for really messing up a good tar, coming down the street, which that ain't a very good deal. Well, anyway, that has been, we've been dealing with that since the days of Bud Farmer, but he's come and gone. Okay, now we're back to the point that the rains, like we've been having a lot of rain, and we went through other big rains besides this, like an 8-inch rain one time. It even backed that whole area down there where water was backing up that street almost to my property on the corner, which they managed and corrected that by a big pump station down there, which that was good. That's good management again. Okay, but now it comes that a rain comes, and the rain comes down the street. Now I have one mud hole that's over 300 feet long on the north side of the street down there, and all the guys who back out have to back out through this mud hole.
And then on the south side of the street from me, water comes down there and goes through numerous mud holes, maybe 50 feet long or so. And then it goes down there about 2 and 3 lots from hitting Seneca. Then it drains across the road because we have no bar ditch. Okay, so now the original grader that was a professional grader, we have a good grader. The city bought a brand new grader, and it works perfect. And different guys have operated. I've talked to them over the years. I've talked to this new man that just graded this last week, which he was graded under his instruction. Well, I called the city director up to work down there, and he was talking to me, and I'd like to apologize to him because he made some statements that I didn't really disagree with. I sort of lost my composure a little bit, and I like to apologize to the city manager down there on the work. But now I want to come to the full council and ask that you, the powering people that directs the manager, directs the street and operates it, I'd like for you to come in there. You got several problems. One of the guys across the street that had the tornado in there and tore his house all up, he come back and poured his driveway out to the roughly the property line. Then he took his cement and poured a great big lump out in the parking area out to really just block the drainage ditch. That stands today. The house sold recently in an auction, but the driveway and the big lump of cement that's out there is all illegal and it won't work right. Well, that's one thing. Okay, now we got all this bar ditch on the south side that don't drain out to Seneca. It drains down there and then crosses over the north side. And then as it drains to the street, there's a hump probably close to a foot high before it goes onto the cement over in the bar ditch, and it just ponds it up behind that back there close to about 1,000 feet when it really is raining. But if it don't rain, it just sort of halfway ponds it over on that side. Okay, so now everybody backs out, the street backs out through a mud hole. Okay, then on the south side, the guys park over on the parking there, residents and workers, they park there, and then we go over to the south side to try to get through this water crossing, and it works the rut cross. Then we try to get over close to him, so that's on the high side of the ditch. So we get close to his pickup, go down there, and he got big chuck holes like this there right now, and we try to miss as many of those as we can to get down to Seneca. So really, I come to the council asking to really come in there and put a constant nice grade all the way to Seneca. And I'm not just some dummy. I'm a master grader there in Wichita and County. Been that for many years and was a plumber for many years. Okay, be that it is, I know drainage and live drainage here and back in my hometown even. Okay, so now to get the street really, what I got upset with the county city manager was about the drainage. A good professional grader man, like over Barry Tractor, those guys, they can make a street in the most beautiful way where the bar ditches are down, the road is up and crowned right. They can make that street look like a piece of work of art. Okay, I'm not asking some miracle. I just want the street drained correctly, a nice constant drain to Seneca, and about the last 150 feet, it drains back to Osage, which is drained by the city. They put in some whistles in there and drain the street all the way from the church up on the corner all the way through down through the Colfax area. Well, that was all good and everything, but now the city manager mentioned that they was trying to get some assistance from the state to do an improvement on either blacktopping or concrete, the whole area in there. And I seen the proposal once the city came out with, and it was something like up in the millions of dollars to do that whole area in there to improve it back to a good standard street like most Haysville has got. But my street is a mud hole street, either up Osage or down Summit out to Seneca. Okay, if the city can get money for these other streets through the county and the state and the feds to assist them, and even sidewalks, they will help. We've got some beautiful sidewalks in Haysville, some of them 5 foot wide or something like that, and bicycles. I'd like to see our area over there, if we were annexed in, we have been paying as much taxes as other people in Timberlake and other parts of town every year from way back in the mid 90s when we was annexed, way back here. But we still got the old sandy streets, mud holes and everything. I'd like to get Haysville to bring that area up over there equal to the rest of the residents of Haysville. Some of those streets over there were paid through issues before they was ever sold as lots and houses. Ours wasn't, but there was other streets that was entered in different ways to get the streets brought up to code. Okay, so now I'd like to ask the city and the council here to see what they can do about getting our street back to a good standard, common, rated street with the streets that draining correctly. We've had other things happen along the streets that really I don't want to bring up because the city did pay for them and improved them. But be that as it is, if the council can get their good grader, which is, it can be operated professionally or with the guy that's operating right now, he's a good hand at running it. He did a real good job grading, dragging it, but he didn't grade out the grader ditches. The mailboxes are out and are in a way to really grade the street out because that's in the parking. That area needs to come in there and do another look at it and really do it professionally and get the drainage set up right. And that's all I really come to ask you to do. Okay, thanks a lot.
Mr. Long, I know Ms. Martinez told you that we were trying to totally upgrade the whole area.
Yes, he did.
Putting in drainage, basically with storm drains and with curb and gutter and with solid streets so we wouldn't get the sand. As you know,
Yes,
your area is almost pure sand over there.
that'd be good.
And so we're trying to do that. We were turned down by the grant, but we're going to be applying again for that grant,
Yes,
which is gonna cause us to match that grant. So the city will probably be putting in somewhere around $400,000
That's
to
a lot of
match
money.
the 400,000 that we can get from there, which will solve this problem once and for all.
yes, that's a good
You
idea.
know, the whole area has been something that needs to be fixed for
Right,
ever since there. We tried at one time to go in and dig the ditches out so the water would flow. But as you know, sand fills things back up, and it did again.
yes.
So we are working at trying to get that whole area taken care of.
Hey, real good, that's all.
And we're trying to get it so it doesn't cost you any money.
Well, everybody else pays for the streets. We ain't gonna be any different there. We know that really if you want something, you have to pay for it to get it up to par. I've got 3 lots in there, and one lot faces Osage, and the other also faces Sunny. So I would be tagged a pretty good ticket for paving around there. But be that as it is, I know the city can put it under bonds or however they want to do it, and they can stretch it over many years and hold it down to a certain extent, the best they can.
We're trying to make sure that you don't have to do that.
Yeah, right.
That we're trying to not do it under specials so that you don't have to pay monthly on those. If
Yeah.
we can get the grant and match it, then there won't be anything you'll pay.
That sounds good, and I'm all in favor of that, going that approach, to get it financed. And hope city succeeds at it, and along that line, you can't ask for anything better than that. But, see if you can put a little, right now, cure to it by taking our grader and make a temporary fix on it somewhere or another to get it where it'll drain out. I wouldn't mind if you got in the haul some good material in there and raise it up to more of a crown all the way down that street. And that would force a bar ditch in it by raising the crown of the street up and that kind of stuff. And I'm not wishing anybody a lot of trouble with mailboxes, because that can be a problem by itself.
We don't
Okay.
even know where the real street is over there.
Yes, I've got my points on the streets all pointed, and I know where they're at. And another thing about that area, you can real easily find your points of your streets by your manholes in the sewer that was installed in there. Manholes are all marked with X's on them, and there's somewhere the clocking the lid just right. And so everything's, and even the fire plugs are marked for a certain location and height and flooding and everything. Yeah,
Okay, we appreciate you coming in and talking to us.
yeah,
Thank
thanks a
you.
lot for your help, and if you get it, any way, shape, or form a little bit better than it is, I'll be appreciated.
Very good.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for coming in.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to item D, which is consideration of Sedgwick County for the household waste collection event, which will be on, what day is it? June
June 15th,
15th.
9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
It'll be handled out in the parking lot here. Mr. Crump?
Make a motion that we accept the consideration of agreement with Sedgwick County for household hazardous waste collection event.
Second.
Motion second to approve the agreement for the household hazardous waste collection. Discussion, question.
Kessler.
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Burden.
Yes.
Hewer.
Yes.
Benner.
Yes.
Parton.
Yes.
Crum.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Item C is consideration of proposals for architectural design for the Haysville Senior Center expansion. I think as we told you, the senior center has requested to expand it from the additional things they've been doing over there. We put out RFP, got two. There was one that was lower, but as you see, it did not really meet the standards of what we had requested for them to do. So we're making the proposal to use the additional architect who truly did it at the last time. Mr. Crum?
What are we gonna pay this out of?
Excuse me?
How are we gonna pay for this?
It's listed
Capital
on this.
improvements,
Capital, okay. Missed that, sorry. Thank you.
which will be the same thing if we do the expansion of where the money will come from.
Right.
Ms. Burton?
I make a motion, we accept a proposal for $24,670 from Grable Architects.
Second.
Motion second to accept the proposal from Crable Architects. Discussion, question.
Kessler.
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Burden.
Yes.
Hewer.
Yes.
Benner.
Yes.
Parton.
Yes.
Crum.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Item D, consideration of purchase of patrol vehicle computers.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Before you tonight, we have a memo there requesting to purchase new vehicle computers, or laptop computers for our patrol vehicles. We're currently using them as mobile data terminals. As I said in your memo, we've been using them since approximately 1997. Not the same computers, we've changed computers a couple times since then, but the ones that we have, as you can guess, they are ruggedized computers, but the constant wear and tear and vibration in a vehicle can take its toll on computers, and it's time to replace them. The ones that we're looking at, we contacted Sedgwick County since we work on the Sedgwick County system for our mobile data terminals. That's where we're dispatched across as those computers, and it all runs on the county system, so we did consult with them before we came to a decision on which computers we should use. We are gonna go with the ruggedized Dell laptops is what we would prefer to go with. Same thing that the county's using right now. They are available on the state budget, or on the state purchase program. And so that's what we're looking at. We're gonna purchase 11 of them for 10 marked patrol cars plus the animal control vehicle. That way all 11 vehicles would have a mobile data terminal in them. To purchase 11 of those directly from Dell, the state contract is $20,959.18. We did check on a different brand computer, although it was not available in the state budget, or I keep saying budget. Budget's on my mind. We're working on that too. It was not on the state contract, and that cost was substantially higher when we checked on that, and we tried to get an additional bid now, and we hadn't received one at this time. So we're asking to purchase 11 Dell Latitude 5420 laptop computers at a cost of $20,959.18. I'll stand for any questions.
Questions, Council?
What's the typical lifespan of these computers?
It depends. We've gone through different computers in different years. We've tried not buying ruggedized because obviously the ones that are not ruggedized are a little bit cheaper. Those did not last very well at all for us. They only lasted a few years. These have actually lasted us, it's been about 7 or 8 years that we've had these in the cars. We've replaced parts in them, we replaced hard drives, we replaced keys on keyboards. Those are common things that end up coming off. These have lasted pretty good. They're probably a little bit past where we should have been to replace them, but at this point in time they're still functional, but we've got a few of them that are not as functional, and we've tried different things to get them back up and to function the way they should, and it's just not, technology's beyond where we're at now with these, so we need to get them replaced.
Okay, thank you.
Have a motion, Council? Ms. Barton?
I make a motion, we approve the chief to purchase 11 Dell Latitude 5420 laptop computers at a cost of $20,959.18 directly from Dell.
Second.
Motion second to approve the purchase of computers as presented. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Rarden,
Yes.
Hubert,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Then move item E, consideration of purchase and installation of patrol vehicle equipment.
As you might remember, last year we came in to request purchasing 2 new patrol vehicles. It was probably July or August, I believe, when we ordered those. They were approved. We ordered the vehicles. We just got them in about 2 weeks ago. That's the backlog in getting a patrol car ordered and brought in. So that's where we are. We're looking at, since we have to replace most of the equipment in them anyways because we're going from Chevy Tahoe to a Ford Explorer, we're needing to purchase the equipment inside. We're also going to go ahead and replace the light bars on those vehicles and the other switch boxes and those kind of things inside that we've been reusing. But again, over age and time and use in the cars, they've kind of started to fail. So we've looked at the cost to purchase the equipment and professional installation in 2 patrol vehicles. We requested 3 bids there. The one that we got that was the best one is the actual same company that we've been using for the last couple of years to install all of our vehicle equipment. And we're requesting to purchase the equipment and installation of the emergency equipment for 2 2019 Ford Police Interceptors in the amount of $13,830, and this will be paid out of the law enforcement fund. Stand for any questions you may have.
Mr. Walters?
As I recommend, we approve the purchase and installation of patrol vehicle equipment for a cost of $13,830.
Second.
Question, Mr. Crum?
No, I was gonna make,
No.
we just beat it to the motion.
Okay. Motion second to approve the request for the Superior Emergency on the Ford Interceptors. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Rarden,
Yes.
Hubert,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Thank you.
With that, we'll move on into department reports, administrative services. Will, Zach's not here?
Tony told me you guys already talked about bike torch stuff. Do I need to share any more about it?
No.
Okay. I don't have anything.
If you want to ride the bike, though, come out Friday and we'll ride from 6 to 8 for the mayor's bike ride, though. I don't know where we're going, but we'll be riding somewhere. Janie,
Okay,
Okay, so we have Memorial Day coming up, so city offices will be closed that day, and that's on May 27th, Monday. And that will cause us to push the council meeting over to Tuesday, the 28th. So our next council meeting will be Tuesday, the 28th. Also, just a reminder, we do have 4 seats that are up for re-election. Currently, we've had 3 people who have filed for the seats. We have for Ward 1, Dale Thompson, Ward 2, Janet Parton, and Ward 4, we have Russell Kessler. So far, nobody for Ward 3.
We'll be there tomorrow.
Thank you.
I've been fighting water, so.
Chief.
That's all she wanted to know.
Okay, good evening again. Just had a couple things to cover. First of all, our visiting officer this evening is Officer Jessica Starnes. She's currently assigned to Haysville High School as a school resource officer, so say hi to her as you go by out there. And she'll be back on the streets as soon as school's out. Since we did mention that school's out later on this week, as Ms. Ewert said, please be mindful of kids out there in the streets. They'll be out playing and those kind of things again. Also with that, it's on our website, but I thought I'd give everybody a reminder on curfew. For kids that are 15 and younger, curfew is 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Monday through Thursday. On Friday and Saturday, it is midnight to 6 a.m. Now for 16 and 17-year-olds, Monday through Thursday is 12 to 6. They have to be in, can't be on the streets. And on weekends, it's 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. So just keep that in mind. If there are kids out running around, always feel free to call 911 and let us know that. We'll go check them out, make sure they're just on their way home and make sure that they get there safe. So we have that. Also coming up, May 20th through June 2nd is our annual Click It or Ticket campaign. Just letting everybody know that there will be additional officers out on KDOT grants, and they will be out looking for people not wearing their seatbelts as a primary violation. So we just wanted to make sure everybody's being safe, making sure they're buckling up. The drug take back that we had a couple weeks ago, we took in 133 pounds of unwanted and unnecessary medicines that people didn't need anymore. So we took those off the streets, that way they're disposed of properly. The car seat check that we had the other weekend, we put approximately 54 car seats checked through that checkpoint. Very successful event. A lot of people there. They were busy. There was people lined up before the checkpoint even opened. So it was a good thing. Thanks to Pride and Safe Kids for helping us out with that and doing that. And I know Ms. Parton was there too, so she got to partake firsthand in scribing just like I did. So we got everybody through there. Let's see. Something else I had. On May 2nd, we went to, with the city and police department received an award from Safe Kids, since we're talking about car seat checks. And it was for us certifying car seat check people, and over the years, how many we've actually had. We started certifying police officers to install safety seats back in 2001. We started out with 5 officers as technicians. Over the years, we've continued to dedicate officers to that cause and making sure that we have people out here that can check car seats or install car seats if anybody needs that service. In 2008, we were one of the first locations to take on the task of being a Kansas Department of Transportation checkpoint, which means that they'll advertise and tell people that if they need a car seat checked, they can certainly come down here to the department, and we'll check that out for them, make sure they're good. So we did receive an award. We're their 30th anniversary Outstanding Coalition Partners. We did receive an award for that. So good job to all the officers that are here and the ones that used to be here that have done this over the years, dedicating themselves to safety of the kids. So I think that's all I've got.
Thanks. Thank you. Question, Mr. Crump?
Just kind of go along with the proclamation we did earlier today. I want to make sure you understand how much we appreciate the work that you do and the men and women that work under you to help keep our citizens safe. We know you guys put your life on the line every day. You do what you can to make our community better. You're great at working with the kids and people in town that need help, and I just want to make sure you guys, please share the appreciation we have for
Absolutely.
the entire force.
I will definitely pass that on to them. We appreciate your support also
Thank you.
as a council. Thank you.
Thank you. Tony?
May 27th will be Memorial Holiday for us. That Public Works will be closed for any water or wastewater emergencies. You can contact Haysville Dispatch at 529-5912.
Georgie, you don't have anything, do you?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Last Saturday, we had to reschedule our annual Kid to Park Day. We have rescheduled it for Saturday, June 15th. We're gonna move it over to Colmia Park. Our petting zoo that we normally have come out, they could not get out of their farm due to all the rain. They couldn't get their trailer and all the animals, so we have rescheduled that and hoping to have good weather that day. Let's see, the pool opens Saturday, May 25th. It'll be open 1 to 6:30 p.m. daily. All those sales are going on now, so if you're interested in renting the pool or a pool pass or swim lessons, that is all available. Splash pad is now open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. So everyone knows it's a gate on the west side that is open. So it is free, and just want to remind everybody, no pets in there. Please don't use any towels or anything to cover the drains. Otherwise, enjoy it, and that's all I have.
Thank you, Georgie.
Are you open Memorial Day?
No.
You didn't
The
say.
splash pad is.
I think we have another meeting for the next, so it must be for next time.
Item 8 appointments, A, Tim Azier, 1306 Hannah Lane. It's a reappointment for 3 years on Ward 1. Planning Commission, Mr. Crowe.
Make a motion that we
I can post it.
go ahead and have you appoint Tim Azier, 1306 Hannah Lane, Ward 1, to planning for a 3-year term.
Second.
Motion second to approve Tim Azier's appointment or reappointment. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Rarden.
Yes.
Hubert,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
And item B is Stephen Burton, 7931 Shady Creek Circle, a reappointment to the Planning Commission Area of Influence for 3 years. Ms. Burton?
Make a motion, you appoint Stephen Burden to the area of influence 3-year term.
Second.
Motion second to approve Stephen Burton to the Planning Commission as reappointment. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Rarden,
Yes.
Hubert,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Item 9, agenda citizens to be heard. There's no one in the lobby, so we won't hear anybody. Item 10, executive session. A, attorney-client privilege for non-elected personnel not to exceed 15 minutes. We will be just discussing personnel to include the city attorney, the police chief, and the city administrator. You want to know, Mr. Kessler?
Make a motion to go into executive session for non-elected personnel not to exceed 15 minutes to include attorney, chief of police, and city administrator.
And to discuss personnel.
And to discuss
They
personnel.
made a change in the law this year. We have to say what we're discussing.
Right.
Second.
And we have a second to go into non-elected personnel as presented. And we have to have the time, which is at 7:43 for 15 minutes at this point. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Rarden,
Yes.
Hubert,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
We'll call the meeting back to order. There was no binding action taken in the executive session, so we're back at 7:59. Item 11, bill to be paid. A bill to be paid for the first half of May. Ms. Ewert?
I'd like to make a motion that we pay the first half of May bills.
Second.
Motion second to pay the first half of May bills. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Burden,
Yes.
Ewert,
Yes.
Binner,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Item 12, consent agenda. We have nothing. Item 13, council items. A, council concerns. Council? Seeing none, we'll go on then to item B, council action request updates. Anything that we want to talk about those? Are they all done or finished?
They're all completed, and as you can see, if you want to just read through them, you can see the remarks from staff there.
Along with that, I wanted to, a lot of these were mowing type things. I wanted to give council, you don't get a report, but an item, items as to what we've done in code enforcement, so you can truly see what's happened out there. In the year, we've had 223 cases of code enforcement violations that we worked on. That's just through May the 13th. So you start dividing that as to the numbers. Of these, 89 of them are high grass, 12 inches and above, 89. Parking, 73, nuisance, 47, inoperable vehicles are 14. And what's interesting, if you like code enforcement items, is that what's happened with the grass. April we had 54, and May we had 35 for a total of 89. So you can see that what we're up against every year come mowing season, the number of people who decide they're not going to mow the yard until it gets above 12 inches out there, and decide whatever they're gonna hide in the 12 inches in the yard that's out there. So we'll continue to work it, but those are numbers I think you really ought to know, and people in town don't realize that. I think we'll end up with close to at least 10% or more of the people in town, of our 4,000 rooftops, they don't mow their grass until it's over 10 inches, until we have to send a letter. Why? I have no clue. But anyway, that's what's happened.
Can we kind of get a monthly report like that, like we do with the chief?
Sure. Yeah, because we
Just in
keep
the
them.
packet?
We keep them, and I get a weekly report on every one of them. That's what's happened at this point. But I'd be happy to share that, because they, you can see the numbers, and you're gonna, it'll be interesting. You're gonna see the numbers increase. Ms. Ewert?
Yeah, Tony, the house next door to me to the west, my address is 439, so I'm not sure on 7th what their address is. They did some work on the water leak they had. Well, due to all the rain and what have you, it's just like this. And I just happened to walk over there the other day, and
Fell in?
just about. I wasn't checking that out, I was checking out my grandson's truck, but that's when I still had my boot on, and it really hurt. So you might bring some more dirt over there and have it checked out. Thank you.
14, adjournment.
Mayor, council make a motion to adjourn
And
tonight's
I'll
meeting.
second it.
Motion and second to adjourn. Discussion. Question.
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Burden,
Yes.
Ewert,
Yes.
Binner,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Sorry.